Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching AMTV Alternative Media Television, September 5th, 2013. Breaking news. China sends warships to the coast in the Mediterranean, off the coast of Syria. It says, despite the fact that the political decision to send warships, apparently it was decided a long time ago, we know about it, is just now from an unofficial source. I had to translate this from Russian. This is coming from a Russian news source translated into English, citing that China has now sent warships to the region. Of course, the United States, moments away from potentially striking Syria with cruise missiles, long-range bombers potentially, has 5 U.S. warships in the area. Now we have China, world superpower China, on the move, in addition to Russian warships. This is from Bloomberg. Russia boosts Mediterranean force as U.S. moles strike in Syria. Russia is sending 3 more ships to the eastern Mediterranean to bolster its fleet there, as a U.S. Senate panel will consider President Barack Obama's request for authority to conduct a military strike on Syria, as this is being debated in Congress. So this is being reported. We're breaking it to you here first on AMTV. Please get this out. For any of you out there that don't think that this is going to be a part of a much larger event in a much bigger regional conflict, you are in the dark, because we have world superpowers moving literally as I deliver this video to you. China now with Chinese warships on the move in the area. Russia's already there. The United States has 5 in the Mediterranean. This is going and is looking like an all-out, full-scale global engagement. It is what makes Syria so important, as we potentially have a conflagration in this area that could incite a war unlike anything we have ever seen in recent history. Russia says it's also compiled a 100-page report blaming Syrian rebels for a chemical weapons attack. Compare this to the 4-page opinion piece that the White House put out via whitehouse.gov. We have a 100-page report coming from Russia saying that it's compiled, detailing what it says is evidence that Syrian rebels, not forces loyal to Bashar al-Assad, were behind a deadly sarin gas attack in an Aleppo suburb earlier this year on August 21st. A 100-page report citing evidence that the Syrian rebels, being armed and funded and sponsored by the U.S. government, are responsible for the deaths of men, women, children. This is diametrically opposed to the propaganda that is being spewed by the Western media and the United States, accusing the Assad regime of using these weapons. Again, Assad would have no reason to use chemical weapons on his own people in a stage of the game where he's been winning the war in Syria, taking strongholds, and would have no reason to encourage his own assassination or give the United States a reason to invade and attack his country, which has been the historical precedent the United States has set in the Middle East via its long-term destabilization campaign in the area, having invaded places like Iraq and Afghanistan historically on false pretenses and lies on WMDs, etc. We have another report here showing, that I mentioned earlier, showing the brutality of Syrian rebels executing. This is the Free Syrian Army. These are the Syrian rebels. They're terrorists executing Assad's men. These are the type of murderous extremists that the United States is backing at this very given point in history. A specific group that the U.S. is backing called Jabhat al-Nusra. This is a Al-Qaeda associate front group operating in Syria that the United States is currently funding, arming, sponsoring. Don't they always tell us Al-Qaeda is the enemy? Well, then why is the United States fighting side by side and arming these extremist groups in the area, the al-Nusra front, Jabhat al-Nusra? Why? You have to ask yourself these questions. Here's a video I've got on mute showing al-Nusra here fighting in a village. You can watch this video. But again, China sending warships to the region. And the masses still don't understand the gravity of this potential intervention, which I believe is a certainty. don't understand how this is going to boil over into a much larger, deadlier, and violent regional conflict in the Middle East. We have global superpowers on the move, folks. China's on the move, Russia's on the move, and the United States is prepping for an attack. Get this out everywhere. I'm Christopher Green, hard-hitting and in your face. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at cgreen34, Facebook at Greenwave TV, and Twitter at Greenwave. Get it out.